Hey everybody, welcome back to Cassandra's Garden. Today we're going to make crunch wraps. Now I have to do this in parts because it takes a little bit to make all the ingredients, but once you get all the ingredients made and fixed, then it's downhill from there, and all you got to do is put your crunch wrap together, fry it, and you have got something amazing. We're going to start out by making el arroz verde. And that is simply an Argentinian, Portuguese, Spanish word for green rice. This is the best rice I have ever had in my life. It is so delicious. I got to give it to the Spanish, Portuguese, and Mexican culture. You guys really know what you're doing in the kitchen. You make my mouth water. Your recipes are so delicious. They're divine. And they're healthy for you. So now this is my version. There is more that you can add to it, but I don't like my food too hot. I want to be able to taste flavors and have just a tiny bit of heat. I don't like a lot of heat because I get heartburn. So it causes me to have heartburn. I can't stand it. But I do like a little bit, not that much. So to make the el arroz verde, we got to start out by making the green sauce. To start, you're going to add 2 cups of washed fresh cilantro. We're going to add it to our blender, and I've got a little water in there from where I washed it, but that's totally okay. Okay, I dropped a little sprig. To that, I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of pickled jalapenos with the juice too. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. I'm telling y'all, you will be hooked on this rice. You can also have this as a side dish with black beans or pinto beans or any meal that you have. If you don't make a crunch wrap, you can also make this el arroz verde. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anytime. So, but this is what's going on our crunch wraps, and it makes them so delicious. So let's blend this up. That's it. Now I'm going to bring you over here. Hopefully my phone will still be recording because I got to take it off my little clamp here. Do it real gently. Oh, and y'all, please excuse. Oh, I hope I didn't mess up my video. No, we're still recording. Thank you, God. Okay, please excuse my messy kitchen, but I've been in here preparing. So now we're going to just set that to the side, and we're going to start making our rice. I have 3 tablespoons of olive oil that I'm adding to my pan. Let me get my heat on. And then I have 1 cup of jasmine rice, or you can use regular white rice, any kind of rice you want. And I thoroughly washed this rice. So we're going to add this rice. And please keep in mind I'm doing this all one-handed. So hopefully my husband will come in here in just a few moments and help me so that I can finish doing what I need to do. And a 1/2 cup of a white diced onion. Now we're going to let this kind of, I wish I could get the rest of this out, this rice out. We're going to use the chicken broth over here in just a few minutes. I'm going to set you guys right here. Don't go anywhere. I just want to get the rest of this rice out of this bowl. Doing everything by myself, and I'm doing it one-handed, so I do apologize, guys and gals. Oh, please still be recording. Yay! Okay. Woohoo! Alrighty. So we're going to let this kind of sizzle a little bit. Not enough to brown anything. Now, we've got to add some corn, and I forgot to drain my corn. So just stay right here. Don't go nowhere. Let me drain my corn. Got my corn drained. Now, what I'm going to do, sorry about that, y'all. I had to get that corn drained because you're going to add corn. I just get a whole can of kernel corn, drain out the juice, and then I'll be adding it to the rice, which is awesome. Now, we're just going to get this heated enough to where the rice and the onions look translucent. Then we're going to add 2 cups of, hope I'm not putting my hand over the volume. We're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth. And then we're going to add our green sauce and our corn and just let it simmer. And it is the best rice on the planet. Now, this is part 1 of the Crunch Wraps. Please don't hate me, okay? Because in part 2, as you can see, I got tomatoes and I've got some more cilantro. I don't even know if I said that right. I'm just trying to be fancy. And I've got some already diced up onions that I've already pre-diced up. We're going to be making our pico. And then I'm going to be warming up the black beans. I normally make my own black beans, but for this video, I just got some canned black beans, and I made sure that they did not have pork in them. So I don't eat any type of pork, so that's why I cook all my beans, because I will not eat pork, and I don't like beans that are seasoned with pork. So, yeah. So you're starting to hear the little sizzle. And I promised you guys and gals I was going to show you how to make this, and I wanted to be a woman of my word. So you can already start to smell, and I use jasmine rice because I'm just a big fan of jasmine rice. I use jasmine rice for every rice recipe, unless it calls for a specific specialty rice. Then I will use, like if it calls for basmati rice or any other type of like long grain wild rice, then I don't use jasmine. But if it says just white rice, I always run to jasmine rice because it's just, I love it. This is the best rice on the planet. Like, I love it so much. I absolutely love the Spanish culture. I love their vibrance and their zest for life, and I love how they celebrate everything, and it's just so good. And I love their family bonding, and their food is absolutely delicious. So you can't go wrong with any type of Spanish, Portuguese, or Mexican dish. You just can't go wrong. It's just delicious. And you can also tweak it, which is exactly what, this is my recipe for the I forgot how to pronounce it. Well, for the green rice. This is my recipe. I'm pretty close to what they use, but they use very exotic chilies and peppers, and I just kind of stuck with jalapenos because, like I said, I actually don't have those available, but I don't want mine too heated up. I should have just used 2 garlic cloves because 3 is going to make it pretty spicy, but that's okay. This smells so delicious already. So you just kind of just do that, get it heated up. All right, please don't go anywhere. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get the green sauce. Let's see. Let me put you guys and gals right here for just a second. Just put you right there for just a second. I'm just grabbing the green sauce. So please don't go away, because I want you here with me. You mean the world to me. So please don't go anywhere. Please, please, please. All right, I'm getting the green sauce. Okay, so this is starting to get a little toasty. We don't want to toast it, so let's just go ahead and add our 2 cups of chicken broth. So delicious. And then we're going to add our green sauce. Okay, stay right here. I'm going to scrape the bowl to get all of that green sauce out. So please, please don't go anywhere. And why didn't you chop up, Mr. Garlic? I'm going to have to chop this piece of garlic up right fast. I'm going to have to just mince it. I'm just mincing this little piece of garlic that obviously did not get chopped up in the blender. Glad I saw it. Glad I got it out. Because we need it to be minced. I ended up spilling just a little bit of my green sauce, but luckily it's not even going to affect it. And now I'm just adding my corn in here. You're going to get to see it in just a second. I'm so sorry that I'm having to make the video this way, you guys and gals. I don't have anyone to hold the camera for me. I apologize. So what I've done is, you saw me add the chicken broth, and you saw me put the onions and the rice in here, and we toasted it a little bit. Well, we didn't toast it. We just got heat on it, and it started to become, the onion started to become a little translucent. Then I added the green sauce that we just made. And then I added the 1 can of corn, and that is in a 15-ounce can. I just drained the juice. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to simmer. We're just going to let it simmer. Now, when we come back, you'll get to see what it looks like after it has got done. We'll leave it on warm, because in part 2, we're going to make our pico, and I'm going to warm up my black beans, and then I'm going to show you, it's probably going to be part 3, how I make the actual wraps. I just wanted to show you from beginning to end. It's not that hard, but you could make some things ahead of time, but I just wanted to show you how I was doing it. I could have made my pico a day before, but I wanted to show you how I make mine. So I just wanted to, bring that to you and let you see me make it. It's really delicious. Pico is just amazing. It's great on everything. And then you're going to get to see me actually make the wrap in its entirety. So what I have to do is I just have to bring this to a boil, and then I got to let it simmer until all the liquid has been absorbed by the rice and the veggies, and it's just going to be this wonderful, beautiful green rice that is delicious and actually very healthy for you. I love you all. Thank you for putting up with my little prop here when I had to leave you for just a second. I'll be back for part 2 for the crunch wraps. This is part 1. We're making the green rice, and it's amazing, just like you are. Love you all. Be right back. Please stay tuned for part 2. This is part 1 of the crunch wraps. And yes, my kitchen's a disaster right now, so please forgive me for that.